What's up, guys? Welcome to the first Soupa podcast. My name's Haley.
My name is Kyle.
And we're going to be talking about The Last Airbender today. So both of us are pretty excited about it because we used to watch it as kids and we've got tons of stories from back then. Like, for me, I used to just come home after school and just like pass out in the middle of the living room floor on that like nice comfy carpet and just like watch Nickelodeon for hours on end. And just my parents would come over and they'd be like, "What you doing?" And I'd just be like, "I'm watching Pokemon," or like The Last Airbender, or like there was also Yu-Gi-Oh! And just those three were like my everyday after school. So I'm definitely excited to have been able to get it on Netflix and be able to kind of watch it back, because I never got to watch it in order. Because you know how it was kind of.
Oh like, yeah, just pick and choose on the episode.
Like a little bit of Kim Possible, a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Random jump in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to kind of get the story how it was intended to be told and really get to understand what was going on. You know, how was it for you? Like, what was your story with it as a kid?
I actually I watched it when I was like a kid, but I didn't get the big feel of it. I didn't really remember much of it either. And then I rewatched it online. And then somewhere, I don't even remember where I found it. But then I also just ended up, like when it came to Netflix, I rewatched it again because I remember how amazing it was. And I was like, this is amazing. It's just, I'm very happy also they added Legend of Korra too. So now you get the whole story and then some.
Yeah, I haven't even been able to start that because I was so excited to rewatch The Last Airbender that I like finished it. And I haven't had time to sit down and start another anime. And now I'm really thinking that I'm gonna have to skip all the other ones on my list just and put that right up there, because you gotta continue it. You can't just stop after one kind of, I'll call it season, because it was kind of one and then the next one, and it goes together, and I feel like it's just wrong not to.
You're missing the rest of the story?
Yeah, you're missing a good portion of it, and it's still fresh when you leave from one to the other, so you may as just well go straight through.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I wanted to ask you a couple questions about it because I'm kind of curious. So, you know how there's like the 4 different elements, and you know there's kind of people, and you go and you train for like your whole life to learn one element. If you could choose any of them, regardless of if there's anybody to teach you, which would you want to learn?
Definitely waterbending. I feel like it has the most potential, and you can do it anywhere. You can do it with like just the water vapor around you. You can do it like for even just blood. For I don't know, like just I feel there's so much potential with it. You could do it just like, and just you don't even have to be in the water. You can be on the land and manipulate it if you got powerful enough with it, which I think is pretty amazing.
I'm definitely really impressed with how they came up with all that. With the whole like finding water anywhere, because I know definitely down here in Florida we've got the humidity all the time. Like, you've got air there no matter what kind of weather it is outside, and it's so insane that you can just pull it there. Like, you can be in the middle of the land and you can still kind of water bend, whether it be, you know, blood or like the sweat off your body, or like
or even the air itself.
Or the air itself. It's crazy. It kind of turns into more than just the one.
And I feel like it's interesting how they can just change the temperature of it as well. Like, just straight up just make ice, like a thing that's out of nowhere, which is really crazy to me.
Yeah, because it's like, it's
or
not just
boiling.
It's not just the one thing where, you know, you're pouring a bucket of water on top of someone. It's not like that. It's like, you can still pour a bucket of water on somebody, but you can also kind of like have something that's more solid, or more kind of, I've got this whole vision in my head of the boiling water, you know. You're at home, you're making ramen, and the water is just not boiling fast enough for you. So you just boil it, water bending, easy, instant ramen, literally. Yeah. There you go.
Or if you need like ice for your freezer, just there you go.
There you go. Yeah, exactly. But
what about you? What element would you pick?
Definitely airbending. It has to be. In what other element can you fly around and be just free, go anywhere you want? I mean, think about it. You want to go on a trip to like Paris or something. It's gonna be several hours on an airplane. You're gonna have that long day. What if you just like pick up your staff and like zoom right out the door whenever you feel like it? You don't have any.
Would make it so much easier.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about anything. You could just go to Paris, do whatever you want. You could go anywhere, just like explore, and it's so much faster too. And you can go to anywhere, like the places that, definitely me as a short person, like I can't reach something, no problem, just pick myself up with a little bit of air, easy, you know? It's just so perfect. And absolutely love how mischievous every single airbender is. You know, you never know what you're getting into when you're going to be around an airbender, but you know you're going to have a good time, you know? It's like there could be some like carts over here, and next thing you know, there's cabbages everywhere. That poor cabbage merchant. I feel so terrible for him. All he wants is to sell those cabbages, and he can't make that money. He keeps losing it. But I mean, I'm sure that guy will have a lot of great stories to tell later on in life, although maybe a little annoying now. But I definitely would have to choose airbending 100% of the time. But definitely waterbending would probably be a close second.
I do like that also all of the elements are just based off like actual martial arts. I think that's so interesting, and how they did so much research to make the show. Exactly. Like, all the armor and clothing and just the styles, everything is all based on real like actual like Asian culture and stuff like that, including like the martial arts.
I absolutely love as well the balance behind it, the idea of that balance. You know, you can have a bunch of fire, but it's just going to end up burning down the forest. You have to have a balance between fire and water, or air and earth. You can't just be flying everywhere, or else you can't live your life. You can't enjoy things. And there's a certain balance between all of the elements that is really shown in this very well, that if you're able to control all of them, then you're able to kind of restore that balance to the world. Because no matter if the earth is so strong that you can't move up into the air, then there's an imbalance, and then you can't go on flights to Paris. But if the air is too strong, then you can't sit down, have a nice meal with your family, and have a great night. Whereas, and it's just so awesome how they were able to capture that within bending the elements, that there is a certain balance that you have to strike between everything. And I just really like the way that they did that.
It's an interesting concept. Yeah, it's amazing how they made it like that. How it just flows so well.
Exactly. I have another question. You know all the cities and the temples in Avatar? If you had to choose one of them to live in, like full time, what would you choose?
Definitely one of the earthbending cities. Like, I just think that the style of how it was laid out is very nice. I just think that it'd be a comfortable place to live in, as long as you weren't like in Ba Sing Se or something where there's like some weird government conspiracy. But like, I mean, everything else about it was interesting.
I definitely think the government conspiracy is hitting a little close to home, but yeah. But I definitely loved all the storytelling that they did. It seemed very realistic, but also a lot of wisdom, especially with, you know, there's a lot of topics that were covered about how you feel and how you should handle things that were very adult for the age, you know?
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely. Like
the whole choosing who you want to be, regardless of what expectations are on you. That's something that is very difficult to grasp as a child, because
especially if you were like the Avatar or something, and it's just you just thrown at you. Yeah, that's like, it's crazy.
It's absolutely insane. Imagine being, you know, a child and having to learn how to do all these things and having that responsibility.
And then on top of that, the spiritual, and then having to learn all these different elements, including one that you just started out with having. So
I think definitely in a way, one thing that Nickelodeon did really well is empowering the kids, that they have the power to do whatever they want to do. And yes, as a kid, it's very difficult to do something or that will make a difference, but you build the stepping blocks for when you're older in life, and you can do something a lot more easily later on, but it's a lot easier to do it if you start now. It doesn't have to be something really big. It can be something really small. But
I do appreciate the idea behind of what they did for just showing you you're the ability to change the world. Exactly. I find that amazing.
Definitely one of my favorite things from that anime. For sure.
I do have one question though. So if you could pick, because you know how Avatar's all these weird animals, if you could pick one animal to have as a pet, what would you have?
Air bison, 100%.
Air bison?
Same concept. You could just like curl up with a big comfy beast and like sleep every night, perfectly warm, and then the next day you can be going on a trip wherever around the world that you want. It doesn't matter. You can go to, you know, South Africa or, you know, England or wherever else and have a really nice time. And you can just constantly get new experiences and really be able to bring more than just one person. Because in the case of things like the dragon, it's pretty difficult to bring more than one person. But you see the air bison is
carrying like so many
people.
Yeah.
And so it's not just you alone, it's you and your group getting to experience things together, and I think that's really cool. It's definitely something that I would absolutely love to have, just to have those memories, but not have to make them alone, you know?
Yeah. I'm gonna be able to fly with this, but I definitely would want a polar bear dog. I just think it's incredible because like they're like as huge as polar bears and have like the jaws and strength of a polar, but they act like domesticated like golden retriever dogs. It's just like really cool.
Yeah. I definitely would love to have a dog, but I haven't seen too much about it. Only the photos I've seen. I'm gonna have to learn more about it later. But it sounds really cool to me so far. So I'll have to see The Legend of Korra and get to kind of start understanding that stuff soon. So.
Yeah, it's really cool. I do like to see that. It's pretty amazing. Did you ever mention what city you would want to live in? I think we completely missed that part, didn't we? Yeah.
I would for sure have to choose the Southern Air Temple, going with the theme of air.
Airbending?
Yeah, just because like the views from there would be unparalleled. Like, imagine just being able to jump out of bed, jump out your window, and go on a trip anytime, anywhere, and being able to come back and hang out and just have fun with people who just want to be mischievous and have a little bit of fun all the time. I feel like that would be really cool, and I would absolutely love to hang out there.
That would be incredible.
Yeah. The close second would be the kind of air bison nursery you get to see. All the little air bison babies would be so cute. I would absolutely just like live there, like actually. But I don't know. I'd have to see about the pooping situation first. That'd have to be, yeah. But yeah, so I think that's gonna wrap up our topic for today. But we definitely want to go over some of the exciting things we're having here at Soupa soon. So in Orlando, Soupa Shop is going to be opening real soon. It's going to be an anime store where you can come up and pick some merchandise up for some of your favorite animes. It's going to be right next door to Soupa Saiyan 1, so you'll be able to go in and pick out whatever you want to get and then go right over and get some nice bowls of soup, super warm, super great, and just have a great time, you know?
And also, November 19th marks our 1-year anniversary, so that's going to be really interesting.
And then in honor of our 1-year anniversary, we're going to be having a BOGO from November 16th to November 22nd, so definitely come in for that. It's going to be tons of fun, tons of things to do. We'll definitely be excited for that.
We'll also be getting some new raffles for the new consoles that are coming out, the PS5 and Xbox Series X, so that's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, definitely come and get those raffle tickets. They're going to be selling for $5 each. You can get unlimited entries, so definitely come in, put in your entries, and get that Xbox, get that PS5, and go have some fun. For sure.
Also, just wanted to mention our Dragon Ball machine is back up in stock. I know it's been empty for a little while, so we're back up again. We also have brand new posters. I've seen them. They're really cool. 3 have actually already been won already. So if you want to get some new ones that came out, or if you don't, there'll always be new ones to replace the ones that get taken away. So whenever you want to just come in, just on the kiosk as well.
Definitely be quick about it because I'm about to take about 5 of these posters. So you come in, beat me to it, and get the ones that are really cool, you know? If there's ever one that you don't like as well, just let us know. We'll try and get an order in for it. If we don't have your favorite anime, we can get it. We've got you. We will 100% do whatever we can for you guys. And the final thing that we want to go over is you probably have already seen the giant bowls of soup that we have. They're about yay big. They're really big. They're 3 times the amount of one normal bowl here. And we have a little challenge called the Kaioken challenge with it. So if you finish the entire bowl of 3 times the soup in under 2 hours, then you can go ahead and choose a Funko Pop, as well as get your photo taken and place not only on our social media, but also on our wall. So you can kind of have your spot permanently up there, all reserved for you, and get to see it every time you come in. We also take autographs on it, so you'll be able to sign it and just let everybody know. A lot of people like to put their Instagram handles or something on it too, so you know.
Yeah, and people don't realize that, but when you win, you're able to write on your own picture. It's if you see it on the wall, so it's really cool. I did that. It's actually really interesting.
And if you are one of our past winners and you haven't come in to sign on the wall, please let us know. We have plenty of Sharpies ready for you at Expo, just all for you waiting. So definitely come in and do that. And yeah, it's pretty much everything we've got for you guys. We'll choose another topic and we'll
maybe even multiple so we can stretch it out for, you never know.
Maybe it'll be Korra next time. We don't know. We got to see what we watch and we'll definitely be back soon with another one. Thanks so much for coming in, guys.
To our first podcast.
Yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, and definitely have a great rest of your day, you guys.